Dear teachers, here is yet another Teachers' Day for all of you, all of us. On this day, your noble profession is remembered, your dedication is acknowledged, your commitment to building this nation is greatly appreciated. As we celebrate this special day, we recognize the evolving role of teachers in India today, especially in the light of the national education policy. Remember, you are no longer just knowledge providers. Knowledge is available everywhere, especially for today's children. Whatever you are teaching, the subject matter is in their fist, in their hand. Therefore, there are changing roles for teachers. They are mentors, guiding students through life's challenges. It's very important. They are facilitators, creating engaging and inclusive learning environments. They are role models, inspiring values and character development. They are co-learners, adapting to new technologies and innovative methods. NEP will talk about technology as one of the major, one of the key principles of education today. Every teacher must be a counselor, supporting students' emotional and mental well-being. And we know today's children are intellectually superior, but they often are emotionally immature. There are reasons for that, various reasons. But it's a reality that many of the children are emotionally immature. That's why the increasing number of committing suicide cases among the children. And also there are many of them are in stress and tension, especially I think after the COVID-19, this has become more and more visible. And therefore, teachers' role as counselors, as mentors. On this day, your tireless efforts have transformed many lives, and we remember that. You have shaped several minds and built a stronger nation. I have been traveling across the country, addressing the teachers in various schools and heads of schools. And I recognized that without you, this nation is not going to progress. Because you are the builders of the future. As you continue to navigate the changing landscape of education, remember, your influence extends beyond your classrooms, shaping future citizens and leaders. Your patience, your empathy, your kindness make a lasting impact on your children. Your passion for teaching ignites curiosity and fuels a love for learning. My dear teachers, my dear educators, that would be the right word, not teachers. You are all educators and you should be educators. Today, school education is not merely limited to transmission of knowledge. For that there are knowledge banks, there are internet and other facilities. School education's goal is to develop students to their fullest potential and to make them self-reliant, critical thinkers, socially sensitive, lifelong learners, appreciative of the diverse culture and alive to the needs of the society. Further, schools should instill in students the power to act, both through the attitudinal change and behavioral actions, thus making them contributing members of inclusive India and the global community. One cannot overemphasize the importance of building protective relations with students. For many students, the positive role model is a caring teacher, a loving teacher, an accompanying teacher. Caring implies a sense of concern for someone else, one who conveys an attitude of compassion. And I believe, and I talk to many of the teachers wherever I meet them, I tell them a human being is recognized by his or her humanness. Forget about petitions. Forget about our regional, religious, ethnic, cultural, linguistic barriers. We need to accept every human being that needs humanness, cultivate that humanness. In Jesuit education, we say creating persons with 5 C's as our primary purpose of education. Making the persons of conscience, making persons of competence, making persons of commitment, making persons of compassion, and making persons of consistency. These are the 5 C's we need to focus on in whatever we educate in the schools and colleges. The relationship between student and teacher is a vital factor in students' achievement. Remember, as we celebrate the teachers this great day, especially when we remember the great educator, Dr. S. Radhakrishnan, we pledge that we will take a new way of understanding education, changing our roles, changing our perspective, changing our attitude to our children, and making our education more relevant and meaningful. Remember, today's children are caught up in the turbulent waters of challenges. There are many, many challenges. We have to make them to navigate through these challenges to achieve their goals. There is a mismatch, physical growth and chronological age. Their parents' influence on students are dwindling. Their influence is coming from external, through the gadgets, through internet, to media. Degeneration of moral and spiritual values is a big concern. It must be a concern for all educators. There are peer pressure, poor self-esteem, poor conflict resolution. You know, one of the skills of the 21st century skills is problem-solving skills. And today we see children are unable to cope up with even slightest problems. They simply give up. That's why poor conflict resolution is a big issue for children, today's children. There are also sibling rivalries, future anxiety, especially where to get admission, etc. Media glows and values. A lifestyle beyond ordinary means. Everyone wants to become somebody great without working. Success without being efficacious. and inability to accept one's own body and sexuality. These are all issues affecting our young boys and girls. And there is also a good family, something about families, because parents, you are the first educators and foremost educators of your children. Remember, a broken family will have broken children. Broken families means broken lives. Extramarital relationship among parents, income and expenditure, alcoholic and workaholic families, nuclear families, greed for more wealth and power. Money is the only motive. Loss of religious and social and cultural practices and values. Seeking family identity from having more than having more. So research tells us that we need to focus on all these aspects to make our children better. And as educators, you must be mentors, guiding. And what is mentoring? Mentoring is sharing knowledge, skills, and life experience to guide another towards teaching their full potential. It is a journey, a shared journey to reach out, to accept, to fulfill their full potential. Mentoring is multifaceted. It can be formal or informal and may change and evolve as the needs of the mentee change. A mentor can be a role model, a coach, a sounding board, a voice of reason, counselor, and a trusted resource. In brief, as we celebrate this Teachers' Day, focus on one area, that is mentor. Mentoring helps the students to understand their needs more accurately. It helps them to cultivate essential life skills, especially the soft skills, to make the maximum use of both human and material resources, to enable students to make proper choices, to minimize the incident of indiscipline and social activities, to check wastage and stagnation, to motivate them to develop creative hobbies, to make the best possible adjustments to situations to the school and home or wherever they are, to understand social responsibilities and to become an efficient uh, citizen for the society and the nation. These are all important. And therefore, as we celebrate the Teachers' Day, as Educators' Day, September 5th, it's a big day for us to change the perspective, change our roles, change our understanding, and change our mindset towards our children. As we celebrate the Teachers' Day, I wish you all a very, very happy Teachers' Day. May God continue to bless you to mold many more children for the society and for the nation. Happy Teachers' Day and God bless all of you.